Hello Internet! Today we try the 3rd generation Hyper wheels with my long distance user experience too. I have several Hyper wheels before. If I remember correctly, Hyper might be one of the first good Chinese wheel in the US market. Before them, the Chinese wheels are usually considered cheap wheels, and Hyper is the one gives Chinese wheels some premium image. However, as the brand image improves, these new wheels are getting more expensive. The price of the latest Hyper is far from affordable price it used to be. At this price point, it's now only a little cheaper than traditional brand name wheels. So here is the new Hyper wheel. The first thing I noticed is the different finish. The first 2 generations had an interesting Hyper pattern. It was unique to the Hyper wheels. People see you use Hyper wheel from far away. The new model no longer has that pattern. Now they have 2 finish options. One is black green with white hyperlater, and this one is the UD carbon with laser logo. If you look closely, you can see the carbon fiber texture, and the logo is laser etched. It feels flat to the touch. I think this finish looks pretty good. The rim comes in 3 different heights. This D33 is the lowest one. Mine weighs in 1,265 grams. And even it is called the D33, the actual height is 35. But unlike before, this new rim is much wider. The internal width is 23. According to the official website, the new width improves aerodynamic by 2.2 watts. It sounds nuts. They say if you can ride 48 km per hour, then you could have 2.2 watts aero gain. But too bad I'm too slow to find out. The spokes are also different. These new spokes are super thin but wider than pasta. These thin carbon spokes are become standard of Chinese wheel spokes. The hub is different from the last generation as well. It is the 36 tooth star ratchet. This also become the standard in all Chinese wheels. And here is how it sounds. This one is a little quieter than average, which is good. And this wheel use hook rings. I think this is important. Hook ring give the user the freedom of choice. Consumer can choose to use either tubeless or clincher tires. With the 28 GP5000 tires, the measure width of this is about 29.7 to 29.8. And this is how they look like on a bike. Visually they feel much lighter than the taller wheels. And they are actually quite light. You can feel the lightness too. They are about 700 grams lighter than the stock aluminum wheels, and about 100 grams lighter than the average carbon wheels. Depending on what wheels you are upgrading from. If you upgrade from the stock wheels, the improvement in acceleration will be super noticeable. One thing do stand out, it feels much more comfortable compared to previous models. According to the website, these wheels are 10% stiffer than before, but I can definitely feel the ride quality is quite comfortable. It's probably because the low-high wheel naturally feels softer. I really like the smooth feel of this wheel. So I put a gravel tire on the wheel and took it out for a ride. And because I was in such a good mood, so I ride a little longer than my usual afternoon gravel ride. I rode it from Kansas City to St. Louis. This wheel feels great on gravel. The wheel feels super light on the gravel road like this. It rolls smoothly on hard gravel roads. Even though the gravel road is constantly vibrating, my hand didn't feel numb after a long ride. I can feel both the rim and tire are working hard to absorb the vibration. The handling feels balanced too. On well-maintained gravel road like this, you can even cruise at nearly like 17 to 18 miles per hour on the gravel. It's super fun and exciting. And after riding for 250 miles, the wheel look like this. I guess they are pretty durable too. Alright, that's my experience of using hyper wheels. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.